Am I the butthole for going to my sister's dream school when she just got rejected? So, I got into Cornell last week. Honestly, I think it was fluke. I'm not smart at all. I got a 28 ACT, a decent GPA, because my school grade inflates considerably. I had some decent extracurriculars but nothing remotely competitive enough to get me to a school like Cornell. But anyways, my twin sister is the opposite of me. She's a genius. She has way more impressive stats, 34 ACT, and she only took it once, compared to my 3 times. She has way better grades, way cooler extracurriculars. Everyone always looked up to her as the smart one. I didn't and still don't mind, it's true. The only reason I can fathom I got in, and she didn't, is that she applied to the engineering college, while I applied to arts and sciences. I don't know if too many of you guys are familiar with Cornell, but they have a bunch of different colleges you can apply to, each with their different admission criteria. Well, last week, decisions for Ivers came out. Unfortunately for my sister, she didn't get into a single one, including her first choice, Cornell. She checked as soon as it was available and called me bawling. I consoled her and told her everything was going to be okay, that who cares what school you go to, that she was brilliant and was going to be successful no matter where she goes. Well, anyways, I pretty much resolved that I was getting rejected, so I didn't even bother to look at my email until later that night. Well, I guess surprises do happen sometime, because I'm a Cornellian. I got in. I just don't know how, but I did. I really want to go, guys. But this would devastate my sister. All week she's been crying and solemn and sad. She's been angry at her friends who got into top schools, especially the ones with lower stats. She's decided to go to NYU, but she just hasn't been herself. I haven't told our parents. I think they assumed I didn't get in because she didn't. Am I being selfish? Should I just go with her to New York City? We always thought we were going to school together, but like, it's Cornell. I couldn't in a million years imagine I'd get in. I've been researching obsessively about it, and I can't shake the desire that, if I don't go, I'll regret it. Ithaca looks beautiful. It's a small town, which I would love to get away with from the huge city that is New York. It seems like a dream opportunity. Am I being a bad sister? I know she would be upset. We were supposed to go to school together. It would crush her. I really don't have anyone else to talk to. Am I the butthole for going to her dream school? Especially considering how much harder she's worked compared to me. TLDR, dumb sister, me, gets into Cornell, smart sister didn't. She's depressed. It was her first choice. I want to go though. Am I the butthole? Update. So everyone here told me that I should go, so I decided to tell my sister. Well, she started screaming from excitement and got, not actually, mad that how couldn't I tell her earlier, and she's so proud of me. But seconds later, her excitement just turned to sadness. She went from like super giddy to depressed in like seconds, and she started bawling. Like uncontrollably bawling. I tried to comfort, but she pushed me away and locked herself in our room. I'm going to give her some alone time right now, and we can talk more about it later. Update 2. Please let me know if my updates are annoying. I only expected 3 to 4 comments and didn't know so many people were interested, so I thought least I could do is update. So after 5 minutes of the previous post, my sister sent me a text. It said, "I'm sorry for how I reacted. Please don't be mad. I'm so happy for you and your accomplishments. It's just that, after I got rejected, I at least had the consolation that I get to go to school with you and we can go together. But now you're going to be where I wanted to be, and I'm just so sad. I worked so hard and did everything I could to go to the best school I can, and I just feel like all my hard work was just wasted effort. I'm sorry I'm ranting, I just need more time. I'm not going to lie guys, when I read this, I cried. A lot of you are saying that I have to have attributes that made me desirable, but I really don't. I don't deserve my acceptance. I did my homework between classes, barely studied for anything, took the easiest app classes available, etc. Meanwhile I see my sister always taking the hardest classes, studying as hard as she can, always volunteering. She deserves it, not me, and seeing her so hurt pains me. I'm really strongly just considering going to NYU with her. Everyone at Cornell will just be just like her, and I don't stand a chance. And I know, if I go to Cornell, we are going to drift apart, which would suck, because we are best friends and I just don't want to lose my sister. Update 3. So I told my parents and they did not react how I would have expected them to. First, they tried to insist that Cornell made a mistake between our applications, which would be impossible if we applied to the same school within Cornell. Like we both applied to arts and sciences, then it would be somewhat probable, but we applied to different schools with different admission committees. They couldn't have mixed them up. Then they went on to explain how I should go to NYU with my sister. I thought it was strange, because they definitely would have supported my sister going to Cornell if I didn't get in. My sister apparently thought so too, because she asked why would I not go to Cornell, and they said how it was unfair that I basically slacked off in high school and was able to go when my sister was the hard-working one who busted her ass all of school. I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but that hurt. I knew they always thought my sister was the smarter one. They've made it clear multiple times, but to hear them say that I don't deserve my spot sucks. Even though they are probably right, I stood there in silence, but my sister stood up for me. She asked them how could they say something so cruel to their daughter, that I 100% have every right to be there, and that they should apologize for being so rude. My parents were shocked, because we are both very passive people, and neither of us ever talked to them like that before. This started an argument, and long story short, we are currently in our rooms. I'm just so thankful to have her stand up for me. I realize that I have internalized a lot of the comments they've made over the years. I'm glad I have my sister actually believe in me. I still don't know if I want to go to NYU or Cornell, mostly because I just don't want to go to school without her. She's my best friend, and going 4 years without someone who just thinks so positively about you just seems so long. At the end of the day, I always thought the NYU was going to be the school I was going to, so I wouldn't lose much by choosing it over Cornell. I'm going to talk about it more with my sister, and look into both schools more. Thanks again everybody for your comments. I wouldn't have realized how important of a person my sister is if you guys didn't give me the courage to tell her that I got in. Update 3.5. No new news, but I just wanted to say that I'm reading every single comment and I apologize if I don't get to you individually, and I appreciate everyone's overwhelming support. You guys are amazing. Update. Am I the butthole for going to my sister's dream school when she just got rejected? First off, thank you everybody for your overwhelming support. I had thousands of messages in my inbox giving me advice, offering perspective, etc. After my last mini update, I eventually got overwhelmed with messages, but if I missed your message, please don't hesitate to DM again. So later that day, my parents actually came to me and apologized for everything. I know everyone in the last post really hated them, but my parents are really good people. They have flaws, but all humans do. It's not like they spent their free time brutalizing me. They knew I was smart and even encouraged me to apply to schools like Cornell. They just automatically assumed my sister would get in, especially versus me, which, if you look at our scores, I can't say they should be blamed. Nevertheless, they realized that they were being jerks and they apologized for making me feel like I'm not as capable as my sister. That they were shocked, but it was no excuse for what they said or how they made me feel, and they love me and apologize for what they said. Anyways, for the moment you've all been waiting for, I decided that I want to go to Cornell. It was such a tough choice and wasn't made without serious consideration, but ultimately, I'll be happier in Ithaca. Plus, my sister is going to try to transfer after our freshman year. If she still wants to go, she may find that she loves NYU after all that time. Whatever she decides, I have no doubt she will be extremely successful. Plus, it'll be good to spend some time apart from each other and grow as people. New York City is only a short bus ride away, so we can definitely see each other during holidays and breaks. I want to thank everyone again for their overwhelmingly positive support. I know I couldn't have made my decision without each and every one of your messages. I'm sorry if this update is as exciting as many others tend to be, but I hope it gave the few interested people some closure. Finally, to the trolls who are saying this is fake. TLDR, I'm going to Cornell. Edit, since I'm already here, anyone want to give advice on the number one thing they wish they knew when they were 18 and was just about to start college? Or the number one thing they regret about college, that they don't want others to make the same mistake? I could appreciate some pointers. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit like, get subscribed, and tell us if the OP is a butthole in the comment section, and support the original writers with upvotes, links in the description box.